Hey guys, Bryan here from Liquid Concepts. So today on our weekly tips and tricks video, we're gonna do something a little bit larger than normal, but we're gonna be doing an actual back window vent. And so this is going to be going on a Camaro that we've got in here. And so what they have sent us is, let me get this right here, a glass skins rear window vent. And so pretty much, of course, this will sit down on top of the rear window, the back glass, and then it's got a whole bunch of adhesive all the way around it, so it sits on there flush. Everything looks good, just like a lot of the Mustangs and some of the older Mach 1s and all that used to have, very similar to that. So a couple of things to kind of point out is that as you can see, of course, we've already taped off all of these bigger spots right in here. Now, we probably didn't have to do that, but we went ahead and did it anyways, mainly because we wanted to make sure that as we're going down into the water, because this is such a large area, we don't want any of that film to void out or anything like that. And so the other thing is that we have also put tape tabs on the top and the bottom here. And so we'll flip this around, kind of show you here. As you can see in the replay, in the time lapse, I think that'll work. We have a winner. We did a lot of reinforcement on that, and so we just wanted to make sure that we had plenty of adhesive holding down on these tabs, so then that way whenever we go to pick it up, we can easily pick this up, we can maneuver it back and forth, we can have full control over it, and everything is going to be stuck really well all along this. Now, you're probably asking, well, why didn't we tape off the vents? And so the main thing is so as we're going down into the water with it, we're actually going to be going, flip this around, we're going to be going like this right here. And so by going like this right here, it allows the water to come up into the vents like this, and so we don't have to worry so much on getting all of these taped off 100%. So we don't have to worry about that too much. So now all we really have to focus on is mainly just these areas right here that could possibly void any of the pattern coming into it, as well as making sure that we have a good hold on it with the tape tab right here and right here. So just by kind of holding this, I can see that this might be a problem where my tape can actually come over and touch onto this. So of course, if it did that and I dipped it, then it's not going to stick. So we'll go ahead and we'll pull this back just like this. We'll flip this back over here. And all we got to do is take our knife and cut these off right before it goes across. So that way we don't have to worry about any of those coming back over and hitting that. And so we can even take that and do the same thing with some of these back here as well. We can cut some of these edges off back in here, even back in here, just to make sure that we don't have any of that tape that is going to hurt us whenever we go to dip the part. So now that we've got everything like that, everything's good on that, so everything looks good, I think we're ready to go. So I'll go ahead, I'll get Tyler over here to help me lay this on the water, and we'll get to dipping, so stay tuned. All right, now that we got that all set, we're gonna let this sit. Now because this is such a large piece, we're actually going to activate this at around 50 seconds instead of the normal 60, and then pretty much we'll just go constant back and forth just like this all the way across. So we got a couple of little bubbles. Get those out. Now we'll get some gloves on and then go from there. One more bubble there. All right, everything looks good, so let's get to dipping. Y'all ready for this? Whew, this thing is big. All right, sweet. All right, so we got everything already clear coated. Everything looks amazing. Customers definitely going to love it. So, kind of give you a little bit of just everything that you see here. So we went ahead after we got everything out, we pulled it out of the dip, we was looking at it. We did have a little bit more stretch down in these areas than what we really liked. And so we did go ahead and re-dip it. And so by re-dipping it, we did tilt it a little bit differently and then come back in, and it allowed more of this carbon fiber to come up into here before it actually hit this area right here. So quick little thing, not a big deal. Went ahead, just resprayed it. We dipped it pretty much almost identical to the exact way that we did before. So everything was pretty much the exact same as the way that we did before, other than we now don't have any of this stretch that we kind of saw after we finally got everything rinsed off and everything was good. So went ahead, clear coated it. The piece looks amazing. We're really happy with it. I think the customer is definitely going to love it, and hopefully you guys really like it as well. This is a very big piece for the Hydrographics, especially if you're doing it by yourself or you're doing it just you know, in a tank or something like that, and you don't have the methods of like a dipping arm or an automatic activator sprayer or something like that. It's a pretty complicated piece by far. So I think, like I said, the piece came out amazing. The customer's definitely going to love it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know we always do. If you have any questions or comments about this, or of course anything else, definitely leave them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. If you did like this video, definitely give us a big thumbs up. We'd love to have that. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you subscribe to our weekly tips and tricks videos on anything to do with hydrographics or anything related to the hydrographic industry. I'm Bryan from Liquid Concepts, and we're making hydrographics great again. We'll see you guys next time.